various cultures, civilizations, and then dynasties, kingdoms, etc., etc. So the next most important topic is the next chapter is Vedic period. Yes, Vedic period. After the prehistoric phase, Stone Age, Chalcolithic Age, then Proto-historic phase, Indus Valley Civilization. Now we are entering in the historic phase. If you remembered, I told you that prehistoric phase is the phase when there was no script, no language. In the proto-historic phase, there was script, but we can't decipher or decode that. And now we are moved towards the historic phase, in which phase there are script, there are language, and we can read them. We can make definitions from them. Okay, good. So next is Vedic period. Vedic period means obviously related from Vedas. So how Vedic period started? How many of you hear about Aryans and what you hear about Aryans? Just told me. What do you mean from Aryans? You heard about Aryans, Dravidian, all these things, no? Okay. Okay, start from very basic. So first of all, Vedic culture named on the basis of Veda or Ved, Rig Veda, etc. There are 4 Vedas. So what is Veda? Most important thing is, what is Veda? Is this visible to all of you? So the word Veda is derived from the root Vid. In Sanskrit, there are words derived from in the root letter or word Vid, which means to know. So the literal meaning of Veda was is to know. The term Veda refers to the sacred knowledge, or you can say holy knowledge contained in the Vedic text. Whenever we use the word Vedic text, it means various type of books. One is Veda, one is Aranyak, Upaveda, Upanishads. These all are combinedly known as Vedic text or Vedic literature. Okay. So there are 4 Vedas, also referred to as Samhitas. That means these Vedas also named as Samhita. That means Rig Ved Samhita, Yajur Ved Samhita, or Vedic Samhita. Okay, good. So there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. Maybe you heard about that. That Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, and Rig Veda is the oldest holy or sacred book also. It is divided into 10 units or 10 books that are known as mandalas. So you have to remember very carefully about these 10 mandalas. There are 10 books or 10 mandalas in Rig Veda. That means Rig Veda is a book that is divided into 10 parts. Okay. And each part is known as mandal. So there are 10 mandal. It also includes Vishwamitra's written famous Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra was mentioned in the Rig Veda. Okay. Have you heard about Gayatri Mantra? Or every person, each and every person heard about the Gayatri Mantra, obviously. Okay. So in 10 mandalas, there are various topics mentioned in each and every mandala. The Gayatri Mantra was found in the 3rd mandala. Remember, Gayatri Mantra was found in the 3rd mandala of Rig Veda. And the Purush Shukta. Purush Shukta means a prayer. That is the story of primitive or primal man. In this story, there are the mentioning about 4 Varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. The Rig Vedic priest was known as Hotri. What is the meaning of this? So each and every Veda, to read or to chant that Veda, there are certain rules of grammars. So there are peoples who are appointed to chant one by one Veda. So the priest of this Veda was known as Hotri. On some places also mentioned as Hotra. Hotri or Hotra. Both things are same. The second oldest Veda was Yajur Veda. Rig Veda written in the separate period, and rest the 3 Vedas are written in a separate period. Rig Veda period was known as early Vedic or Rig Vedic period, and the rest three are known as later Vedic period. We will discuss later that. Okay. So Yajurveda, it is essentially a manual for the Adhvaryu priest. Here Hotri or Hotra priest, here Adhvaryu priest, who was responsible for almost all ritualistic tasks in a sacrifice. It is principally in prose form. Good thing is this. It has been divided into two sections, earlier black and the more recent white. In Sanskrit, this is known as Krishna Yajurveda. Black means the Krishna Yajurveda. Krishna means the black. Savla bolte hai na. So the Krishna Yajurveda, and white means the Shukla Yajurveda. Then the third Veda is Samaveda, is the shortest of all four Vedas, is a collection of Rig Vedic verses organized in the form of poetry. That means the verses used in Rig Veda, they are written in the form of poetry in Samaveda. Samaveda is also known as the foundation of Indian music, Indian classical music. Okay. And the priest of this Veda is named as Udgata. And the last one is Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda is a compilation of various magical spells, tantra, charm, etc. Okay. So this is the basic knowledge about Vedas. If anyone asked that who was the author of Veda, have you heard about who was the author of Veda? So there was not any single or any individual author of Veda. Veda are compilations. Many various saints, many various intellectuals express themselves for various topics. Later, some scholars compile all that knowledge, and that is known as Veda or Samhita. Okay. Very good. Now, as I mentioned a word Vedic text. So Vedic text means the four Vedas, and then there are some other books also. These books are Brahmans or Brahmanas, Aryanyakas, and Upanishads. First one is Samhita or Ved. Second is Brahmanas. Brahmanas means not the caste or the surname used Brahman. Brahmanas is a section of book in this Vedic text, in the reference of Vedic text. Then third is Aranyaks. Aranyaks means the book written in forest. Aranya, the literal meaning of Aranya was forest. Okay. Aranya means forest. And the last is Upanishads. Upanishads are the basis of Indian philosophy. Okay. So I am just giving you some glimpses. Samhitas, Veda, I already told you. Brahmanas are prose interpretations of Samhita or Veda chapters. It gives detail and explanation of sacrificial rituals and their outcomes. Then Aranyaks are text on forest life. It interprets sacrificial rituals in a symbolic and philosophical way. That is not very easy to understand. And at last, Upanishads. So there are total 108 Upanishads, 13 of which are considered the most significant. Shankaracharya wrote commentary on these important 9 Upanishads from 13. They contain a great variety of philosophical ideas about sacrifice, the body, and the universe. They telling about the God, the Brahma, the Atman. Atman means we, Brahman, Brahma means the God or the creature. So on these topics based Upanishads, and Upanishads are the basis of Indian philosophy. The 6 schools of Indian philosophical thoughts are developed after Upanishads. Max Muller, there was a German scholar named Max Muller. He was very impressive from these Upanishads. Vivekananda also makes statements whenever I read these Upanishads. So I'm just crying that how great level of knowledge written in our ancient India, and we are not aware about that. The literal meaning of Upanishad means to sit near the Guru. To sit near the Guru is Upanishad. The literal meaning of Upanishad. That means to gain knowledge, you have to sit near the Guru, near his feet, and then make eligible yourself to gain knowledge from your Guru. Okay, good. So these whole things are known as Vedic text. Whenever you hear or read the word Vedic text, that means Samhita or 4 Vedas. then Aranyaks, then Brahmanas and Upanishads. Each and every Veda or Samhita have their Aranyaks and Brahmanas. Okay.